Let me ask you, who is the most likely to return to your property? Person A comes into your establishment, they receive good service, they have no reason to complain, and they leave satisfied. Person B receives unsatisfactory service, complains, but is satisfied with your response. Person C receives unsatisfactory service, says nothing, and leaves mad. Who of these three is the most likely to become a repeat customer at your establishment? It's B. Person A has a 60% return rate. Not bad. Person C has a 9% return rate, and they tell 8 to 10 people that you suck. So not only are they not likely to return, but none of their friends or relatives will either. Person B has a 70% return rate and will tell 5 people the story of how you fixed your mistake. Now, why in the world would a person who had a reason to complain be more likely to come back than a person who had no reason to complain? I'll tell you why. It's because person B has more information. If you go to Sears to buy a hammer and the sale goes smoothly and you leave happy with your hammer, you only know what happens when things go right. But you don't know what will happen when things go wrong, because they're human beings. Eventually, they're going to screw something up. If, on the other hand, you go into Sears to buy a hammer, they screw it up, you complain, and they fix it immediately, you leave knowing not only what happens when things go right, they go right, but when things go wrong, they will make it right, and so you have a greater comfort level with that vendor. Now, here's the kicker. If the first person they complain to fixes the problem immediately, doesn't have to refer to a manager, there's a 95% return rate. Folks, 95% is as close to perfect as you're going to get in this life. That's everybody. The other 5% died or moved away. What this means is a complaint is a gift. A complaint is often the tip of an iceberg. And when you fix mistakes, you have a better return rate than if there had been no mistake at all.